Morning, guys. I slept okay, but my bed is not the most comfortable. Look at this fucking pillow. It's 1 square meter big. It's so thin. Who makes these pillows? So today, guys, we're going out to find bullet holes, shrapnel damage and other traces of the battle for Berlin. It's gonna be awesome. The weather is not the best, but we'll have to do. See you guys out there. I walked so much yesterday that my foot hurts. So I'm thinking maybe not walk for an hour today to get to the center. Maybe take the bus. So I'm gonna look at the possibilities of travel before I enter the center. It's gonna rain so badly, isn't it? Well, what can you do? So you see these old railway underpasses? We are looking for a specific one. And we are here. This is the Stadtbahn bridge. Looks like a normal bridge, and it essentially is. But during the war, this bridge saw some action. If you look at this wall, you still see bullet holes from the Battle of Berlin. Now there's a bike path here, so I have to be careful so I don't get run over. You can also see here bullets hitting the metal and even splitting the iron bars. This is crazy. Now this is probably the craziest one. Look at this. So, imagine the battle taking place here. Soldiers hiding behind the pillars from a tank over here. The tank shooting at them, hitting the pillar. The bullet bouncing off the pillar behind into 1,000 pieces, hitting this wall. This is crazy. As you can see, there's no tourists here. It's like it's a hidden history. Hidden scars of Berlin that are still there. I love this stuff. Go out. It's just a normal railway bridge. Now this, behind me, is the Kaiser Wilhelm Kirche, or the Kaiser Wilhelm Church. It was built in the 1800s and bombed in 1943. And as a memorial to the war, they did not rebuild it. They kept it like this. There is no spire. Taking a donor break on someone's steps. And another thing you may never have noticed if you just walk down the street. These stones were laid down to commemorate people who died in the Holocaust and the last known location where they lived. Such an easy thing to miss if you were just walking down the street. I'm having a latte now. The weather keeps switching between extreme sunlight or rain. I think we'll be fine. It's strange coming from Sweden, where every place takes card, MasterCard, whatever. But here, not even half of the places have taken card. They all want cash. Except the big chains, but all other places. I wonder why. One souvenir store told me it's the taxes are too high. But I don't know. So yesterday we visited Goebbels' headquarters, the Ministry of Propaganda, but we only saw the back of it. Here is the front. Up there, on that pillar, is where the Nazi eagle used to sit. Right now, we're walking towards Dorotheenstädtischer Friedhof Cemetery. There's something there I want to show you. So in the heart of Berlin city center, we have this little oasis. Which is the cemetery. Now, the reason why I took you guys here is because somewhere in this cemetery there is still shrapnel damage from the bombing of Berlin. Okay, let's hunt for shrapnel damage. It's so serene and beautiful in here. I mean, this is the heart of Berlin, right in the city center. Also, as you notice, no tourists. Okay, we found it. So 1945, Berlin is being bombed by the Allies. And of course, not only the living has to suffer. This is shrapnel damage from the Allied bombs. Still visible today. Also here, behind it. Absolutely beautiful cemetery. The weather is not looking good. I might seek refuge in a cafe or something. Fuck me. Come on. I'm stuck here. I'm totally fucking stuck here. Okay, we found refuge. Not a bad one either. See you guys in a bit. A bit wet from the rain. Now we're in the city center, really close to Museum Island, the island with all the museums in it. And already we can start to see a lot of traces from the battle. As the Russians and the Allies kept advancing, the German troops hid in the houses and tried to hold up. And here are the bullet holes, especially around the windows, as you can see. This house has a lot of damage from the bombing. This building is called the Stadtbahn Viaduct, and it's one of the strongholds of the German forces when the Russians invaded Berlin. And they tried to hold out here. When the fighting got too intense, they tried to break out. Now, the breakout did not work. And they got peppered with Russian bullets. They have repaired some of the holes, but they left most of them. You can imagine the German troops peeking out at these windows and the Russians spraying them. They had no choice but to break out, and they failed. I wonder how many people walking by knows what happened here. A lot of the buildings here in the center still have bullet holes in them. It feels so strange walking here, seeing this. I feel like it could have happened yesterday. Anyway, let's keep going. Now we're in Museum Island, and here is a lot of damage still left. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. These are bullet holes. I mean, this is history in the flesh. But still, no tourists. Almost. It's pretty empty. All these bullet holes. It's one thing to see pictures of the damaged houses and to see pictures of the history. And it's another thing to actually come here and get to put your fingers in the bullet holes from the Battle of Berlin. I mean, I'm a history nerd and I'm freaking stoked right now. Well, I'm gonna see what I can find. See you soon. Now we're at Alexanderplatz. We're walking towards another bombed church to see the remains. We should be there in a few minutes, but for you, it will only take a second. As someone who loves architecture, history, one of the saddest parts of war is this. This church was built in the 12th century. And you have to understand, when a Swedish person talks about century, they mean the century they're talking about, not the one before. So the 12th century, 1200 AD, this church was built. And in 1945, Allied bombing destroyed it. Now it seems to be closed temporarily. Yeah, really sad. Now I'm gonna find something to eat, and then I might head back to my hotel. My feet hurt, my back hurt. I've been walking all day. But I have to say, I love Berlin so far. I could easily live here. It's lively, it's very multicultural. There's a lot of historical buildings, sites all around you. Yeah, I love it. See you guys later. I wonder what these rooms are. They don't show up on the map. The only good thing about this hotel is that they play South Park all night. Yeah, baby. But this bed and this pillow is horrible. Now, to do some editing and drink a beer. Tomorrow we're going to the Reichstag and maybe some other places. See you then. Auf Wiedersehen.